What is depression? Depression is a mental health disorder that negatively affects how you feel and the way you think and act. There are several factors that can play a role in depression, such as biochemistry, genetics, illness and health issues, medication, personality, environment, and life events. There are many types of depression, with the main ones being hormonal, seasonal, and situational. Common symptoms of depression are feelings of hopelessness, loss of interest, anger and irritability, sleep, self-loathing, body pains, weight, and the list goes on.
Youth is a happy and carefree time. A time of social media and Tinder. It's a time of cat memes, MOBA, and virtual reality. For those running a job and finding one's place in the world. But sometimes in these troubled days, the very thoughtlessness of the youth has led to a living nightmare.
Marty, have you noticed where the remote went? I can't seem to find it anywhere.
Don't even watch television, Mother, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, Marty, you don't seem right. I'm awfully worried about you.
I'm perfectly fine, Mother. I'm just going through a little bit of malaise, that's all.
There's definitely something wrong with you. I'm gonna have to take you to Dr. Pepper this afternoon for a checkup.
I prefer Dr. Thunder, but I'm perfectly fine.
Well, you don't act like it. I don't know what it could be. Ever since you were canceled from Twitch, you eat nothing but that cup of noodle and listen to mediocre 90s pop rock. Dr. Pepper can help you turn that frown upside down.
Too often acquired with extreme lethargy and dark thoughts, depression can consume your brain. The depression causes you to have unpredictable emotions and profound disturbances. Many walks of life can have depression, but it can often occur in particular areas where human misery runs high. Depression can ruin your life with work, relationships, physical health, and even your credit score. Depression can also be contagious. 1 can make 5. 5 can make 18. 18 can make 52,000. Don't let the depression consume you. What can you do to overcome this horrible feeling? You can try to be more optimistic. You can start having less dark thoughts about things like war, capitalism, racial inequality, child labor, COVID-19 and all the newly improved variants, Space Jam 2, Nickelback, and of course, pineapple on pizza. Stepping on Legos, rising unemployment, rising sea levels, rising gas prices, Disney live-action remakes, student loans,
And if all else fails, you can take happy pills. These pills can help you overcome your darkness by increasing the happy neurons in your brain. And if that doesn't work well, stop being a bitch and just get over it.
Chris Pratt playing Mario. Regain a normal, useful life. And fight this vicious way of thinking that will enslave your mind. No matter what's going on in the world,
That keeps me from eating something else that might really add those pounds.
Live life, every golden minute of it. Enjoy Budweiser.
Each of us develops his own individual set of response patterns. Why is that, Mr. Grant? Conditioning.
I'm tired here.
All I had to do was be a man and snap out of it.
And that made you feel worse.
That made me feel worse.
It's a bomb. Duck and cover. Be like Bert. When there is a flash, duck and cover.
That I should free myself of the lingering bourgeois influence of family life.
We can face the facts about fallout and take action to protect ourselves against this hazard of the nuclear age.
Depression among adults in the US tripled in the early 2020 months of the global coronavirus pandemic, jumping from 8.5% before the pandemic to a staggering 27.8%. New research from the Boston University School of Public Health reveals that the elevated rate of depression has persisted in 2021, and even worsened, climbing to 32.8% and affecting 1 in every 3 American adults. It's one of the leading causes of death in the US, with nearly 46,000 deaths in 2020. Women are nearly twice as likely to get diagnosed with depression, yet men are 3 times more likely to die by suicide. 64% of mild depression cases had a comorbid mental disorder. Evidence has shown a strong interconnection of depression with other mental disorders, most notably with anxiety and substance use disorders. Approximately 50 to 60% of individuals with a lifetime history of depression also report a lifetime history of at least one anxiety disorder.
Do you ever feel sad, lonely, a constant sense of impending doom?
Hey, why so blue, Gary Glue?
my name's Frank.
Irrelevant. Anyways, why you got such a case of the Mondays today?
It's Tuesday today.
Also not relevant.
Well, I feel sad and lonely, and I have this constant sense of impending doom. This morning, on my way to work, I hit a dog on the road, and the only thing I could think of was, why couldn't that have been me?
That sucks, Jimbo, but have you ever tried a little technique of mine that I always use when I get up in the morning called snap out of it?
No, Bob, what is that?
It's my neat little trick that I always use myself to make sure I am at my best when I'm at work. So simply put, every time I'm feeling a little down in the dumps myself, I just snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of it.
Snap out of it.
You feeling better already?
You know what, Bob? I feel like $1,000,000.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers!
Yeah!
Sometimes you just have to forget about those dumb, stupid feelings and just snap out of it.
Are you glad to take my advice?
Snap out of it.
May cause depression, emptiness, delusion, emotional outbursts, and other side effects. Snap out of it is not responsible for any misusage by its users or therapy charges required after usage.
Data from the US demonstrates that comorbidities play a big role in depression, which highlights the importance of considering comorbidities in the treatment of depression. Comorbidity issues linked to depression can worsen symptoms if the conditions are left untreated. This especially affects particular disenfranchised groups like communities of color, the homeless community, the LGBTQ+ community, and the disability community. According to a 2015 assessment by the U.S. Department of Housing, at a minimum, 45% of people that are homeless had a mental illness, and 25% had a serious mental illness. People with mental health concerns go untreated because of the lack of access and get cycled back into the criminal justice system or homelessness. Black and African American people make up 13% of the general US population, but nearly 40% of the prison population. 37% of people in state or federal prison have been diagnosed with a mental illness. There is a lack of providers with communities of color, with few mental health providers of color. Depression also affects LGBTQ+ folks at higher rates than straight and cisgender folks. LGBTQ+ youth are more likely than straight students to report high levels of drug use and feelings of depression. According to the CDC, suicide is the second leading cause of death among people ages 10 to 34 in the US. In 2019, around 23% of LGBTQ+ youth attempted suicide versus 6% of heterosexual youth. In 2018, an estimated 17.4 million US adults with disabilities reported frequent mental distress across a range of demographic characteristics, 4.6 times more than adults without disabilities. These facts include adults with both cognitive and mobility disabilities. Adults with disabilities are more likely to experience factors associated with the higher occurrence of mental disorders, including poverty and limited healthcare access. Adults living below the federal poverty level report mental distress 70% more often than adults do in higher income households. Disability risk factors include environmental, social, lifestyle, psychological, past experiences, and biological. These numbers are only the ones who reported mental distress, but due to the social risk factors such as social isolation, communication difficulties, fewer opportunities, stigma, reduced social and interpersonal skills, and the lack of support with family and friends, these numbers are likely to be much higher.
Yeah?
Norman, where have you been? I've been trying to call you for days. Have you gotten a real job yet?
No, I haven't been feeling very good. I went to the doctor and I tested positive for depression.
Oh, Norman, you know that stuff isn't real anyways. You know there are freezing kids in Antarctica that have it far worse than you do? You know, when I was your age, I worked really hard at flipping burgers to be able to buy a house, a car, and pay off my college tuition. You just need to go get some good food, tacos or something, I don't know, and go outside and get some sun.
You know what, Mom? I never thought about it like that, but you're right. Antarctica is horribly freezing. Those kids have it terrible. The polar ice caps are melting every day. You know, those children, they go to bed one evening, the next morning, bam, they're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I'm not going to be like those kids. I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to soak up some rays, get a little vitamin D, get a tan going, hell, I might even meet a woman. I love you, Mom, and God bless America. Mwah! I get depression right in its ass!
You're gonna love my nuts.
It's been a while since the last video. I had initially thought of many other topics for the second one, but days have been blending together and it's been very difficult to feel inspired with everything going on in the world today. Depression has affected many people, especially now more than ever. People who never had to deal with depression in the past are now overcoming the symptoms of depression. I made this video to try to bring awareness to some of the misconceptions out there, along with the different types of depression and how it affects everyone uniquely. Depression is very complex, and everyone has their own individual obstacles to defeat. Making this video came with its own challenges, with me and the gang battling our own hurdles. The pandemic has greatly affected our neurodiverse team, but they have always and are still coping with the common risk factors that people with cognitive disabilities must face in society every day. Thank you so much to the crew for helping out with this video, and please stick around for some other videos coming, hopefully soonish. The next subject matter will involve the disability community, which I'm currently in the works of doing with the crew. If you found this video or thought interesting, please like, subscribe, and the whole enchilada. Until next time.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you.
Nick Cage, get up. Get out of the bed, go to the finish line.
Bam bam boom, bam bam boom, like a little coração.
Fairy magic to defeat the dark silent force.
Slow.
I think the hardest part about this shot is keeping a straight face.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you could do it like
Damn it!
Just looking at it.
No pictures, please.
Punch me up. Bruno Mars.
Girl?
Grills.
When I was your age,
Action.
He stared into the camera, but it was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny. Let's do
one.
Let's do one where we are not looking into the camera. Alright, cut.
B symbol in my left hand, and I can have a C in my right hand. It's gonna say B C. Right. It's like a huge letter.
So instead of like a word, it's just gonna before Christ.
Before Christ, exactly.
It should say bitches. Baby.
Studying. It can ruin your life with work, relationships, physical health. Yeah.
Lower. Go to market. Clean rod. Take 5. Market.
Maybe it might work.
You're
for some of that.
You're gonna be finding like COVID-19 and all of its sequels.
So yeah. So we'll see. We'll have fun with it. We'll set it up first to see who's gonna be in it.
Let in, baby.
Awesome. Can you give me? All right, you wanna go back for one? I'm gonna cut.
No.
Oh, really? Shit.
Norman.
Striking.
Thank you.
Is it not plugged in? Maybe you got unplugged?
Watch the sunrise. How's that sound?
Sure, whatever you think.
These are 650, so we'll probably have one of these and the 300, which is the little guy. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a 650 kind of where the fish tank is behind John.
No. Football. Goal!
No, he got that wrong.
Football.
It's not soccer.
Happy to sad.
We have moonlight. We have a China balls, Edison light, and then like an overhead glow. And we also have a neon light with a pink edge.
Ah, what a nice stroll. Oh my god, dogs. I remember when I was happy and I was a kid and I liked dogs. So cute. Oh man. Oh, gorgeous. What a great day. Shit. You just...
What are you doing? Got a dog. Aren't you supposed to be working?
I can't do shit.
This is your life now?
I don't want this life. I never asked for it.
This is your job now.
mental disabilities to help them find work in film. As I started to work with the mural, You're like, I have to too.
I wasn't, but
oh my god!
Setting a murderer. I can. What? She's always like danger. Always have, always will. I guess any man we're with represents his